Neuroscience is the study of the human brain, and cognitive psychology is actually the ability to link the mind with perception, learning, and theory, and understanding all the different methodologies and how they correlate. When we study cognitive psychology and neuroscience, we're studying anatomical structures of the human brain. We're studying from algorithms, neural algorithms. What is spatial navigation? Spatial navigation is the ability to correlate different sacassams on different sacassams that connect the brain, different activity in parts of the brain. That's what an algorithm, a neural algorithm is. During my postgrad program with Folsom University and MIT, I was able to develop all this. I was able to develop mathematical equations, algorithms, how algorithms are embedded into new media, and how we study the human brain and how it activates motion perception. Now, in my PhD program, I'm studying more the study and anatomy of the human brain. What is perception? What is language acquisition? What is memory? What is intelligence? How is intelligence more efficient? How can we learn to understand all the different theories, methodologies, and create a link? Cognitive neuroscience is not only the study of the human brain, but we can correlate and link all those different disciplines together with psychology, artificial intelligence, structuralism, cognitivism, intellectualism, all those different theories that explain how we're able to perceive. We have different models that are in creativity, we have different models in creativity and language acquisition and perception. It's a whole set of different models that tells us how we're able to think and how we're able to perceive information. During my PhD program, I'm studying what is called intelligence. What is memory? What type of intelligence we have? What is emotion? How emotion affects emotional theory? How cognitive modules affect what is emotional regulation and emotional theory? Emotional regulation is the ability to link what intelligence is. Emotional regulation it's actually what helps to affect the reward pathway. So this is how intelligence works. We have the anatomical structure of the neocortex, we have external stimulus, and we also have what's it called perception, the human mind, what is called the gift that God gives us, a very the mind and the spirit within it. Intelligence and emotions they correlate each other, and that's how perception is formed and all those different theories in neuroscience and cognitive psychology. Perception is the ability to read information, cognitive psychology ability to study a human mind, and cognitive neuroscience the ability to study the anatomical structure of the human mind. Now, to understand how intelligence forms, we have to understand what emotional regulation is. Emotional regulation is the ability to stimulate intelligence, gray and white matter. So it's a whole set of different theories, but at the end, we're all connected, and that's what determines how we're able to think. Now, we're able to memorize events based on how we're able to think. For example, some of us are more into analytical skills, science, creativity. It's an interrelation between sacassams and lobes that create our intelligence. The ability that I'm able to think is how I'm able to think in a perception that when I talk to people, when I do my research, when I'm actually doing some kind of intellectual activity, I see all my information in my brain. I see what I'm talking about in my brain, the concepts, the methodology, the algorithm, the calculation. It's like my brain is changing pages from A, B, C, D, and E, and I'm able to see all this information that I'm studying. Now, memorization. Now, we all want to know how do we memorize things better? Well, it's a set of different uh, cognitive psychology is a neuroscience factor. We need to get our proper hours of sleep. Why? Because it's important during REM sleep. We have memory consolidation. Then we have reconsolidation. Consolidation is where intelligence is affected. Memory consolidation is how we're able to think, how sleep influences the way we're able to think. We have different type of spatial perception, spatial navigation. We're able to correlate. Perception is just the ability to see everything as a whole and link all those points together. That is what perception is. During this academic research and this academic journey is being fabulous because not only you're able to learn your hands, you able to understand all the different theories, all the different waves, patterns, and the mechanism, even from Stephen Hawking's great scholars such as in physics and mathematics, Cambridge, and also Einstein studied a great scholar in the areas of mathematics and physics, relativity theory. He was actually studying the ability to see how we can measure relativity theory. As we know, time, relativity theory, quantum physics, all the different levels of energy in the quantum physics field is correlated to mathematics. It could be theory of mathematics, it could be actually elaborating the equation. The universe is made of pure math. It's a math, is based on algorithms, is based on quadratic equations, is based on the Pythagorean theory. During one of my stays, one of my stays, I actually saw the Pythagorean theory on the universe, on the sky. It's also a link of geometry. It's a quadratic equations. As we know, everything around us is made of quantum physics, relativity theory, mathematics, equations. It's all connected together. The way you think, the way you intelligence is able to correlate with other type of intelligence. So at the same time, you're pulling together the same kind of relativity theory. The same kind of relativity theory that pulls together similar wave patterns that you have as others. So if you correlate with highly intelligent people, your IQ increases in matter. Now, if you correlate in highly intellectual with highly smart people, your external stimulus is influenced and that affects your gray matter, the neocortex, the association lobes. That's the most important part of the brain. That's what determines how you're able to think, how you're able to perceive. See, we're made of gravitational theory. We're made of quantum physics. So this is how it explains our different levels of energy through science, quantum physics, neuroscience, cognitive psychology, algorithm, neural algorithm. So it's a whole set of disciplines that is interrelated together. The ability to think and grow intellectually is not going to only help you become a better thinker, but develop methodologies, models, research, creativity. Creativity is a huge component when it comes to research, academics, science, and mathematics. Why? Because without creativity, we're not able to create methodologies. We're not able to solve problems. We're not able to understand the pure concept of a math equation. We have to be able to explore other theories and methodologies and create something new. That's how creativity takes place. Very important. Through my academics, I will be posting other research that I'm doing. But as you know, it is huge a component that to increase your grade and gray matter, it's called IQ, intelligence quotient. It's a concept that's familiar to a lot of people. Your IQ is stimulated by external quantitative forces, gravitational forces, and also external environment factors, and most important, people who you relate to correlate. That is going to increase your intelligence, IQ. So, determination, it's important to continue growing academically, develop methodologies, understand the pureness of mathematics and science, and that's going to create a huge component for creativity. Nidia.